Hello, beautiful souls. This is Pauline Marie. I hope you all are doing well. I took some time and was reflecting, and I asked what was most needed for the times we're in right now. And what came through was a simple spark: imagination. It's one of God's most precious gifts to us. And that spark led me back to the fixed star Scheat, a frequency I briefly mentioned in the Capricorn New Moon Activation Part 1. It invited me into this reflection for me to pause and listen and explore more deeply about this star. So we're going to do something very differently here, and we're going to enter this frequency together. We're going to meet Scheat, the fixed star, at the peak of Pegasus. And I invite you into a quiet place without distractions, to close your eyes, to go within, and to listen. With my will as thy will, imagination becomes the bridge. It's between what is unseen and what can take form. It's between the depths and the stars. In the spirit of becoming a star, of mounting the winged horse Pegasus, we ignite our imagination and enter the waters that gave birth to light. Scheat carries both light and shadow, as all things do. It does not choose one over the other. It illuminates both through the realm of imagination. What follows is a spoken word transmission. It's a poetic expression and carrying the frequency of the fixed star Scheat at the peak of Pegasus. What has been held together artificially can no longer remain afloat. The unconscious calls for integration. What stays unseen cannot become whole. True stability is not found by avoiding the waters, but by learning how to stand on what rises from them. Now, step onto the winged back of Pegasus. Wish upon a star. You are invited into your imagination. Awaken within the dream. Create wholeness within and without form. Not beyond the seas, but through them, your true potential reveals itself. Here, geometry remembers how life organizes itself, sacred designs, living patterns, the architecture of nature in motion. And you are not separate from the design. You are the artist, shaping it all as you go. After diving deeper into understanding this star, it has long been associated with the misfortunes of the sea. And I'm sure that's what, drew me in. Yet, because the symbol has really been misunderstood. And I always like to bring holistic perspectives to things. So in the mythic language, the seas are the primordial waters, and this is the womb of creation itself. So across traditions, these waters represent the original field of possibility from which light, fire, and form emerge. We call plasma. It's plasma and the eternal fire. It's the energy that's released when consciousness begins to differentiate and take shape. And there's a lot of work that's being revealed about plasma. One amazing person I discovered recently through Stefan Burns' channel is doing some really fun work around this. So I will find that information and link it in the description box. So Scheat activates light within this field through imagination. This is more of the interpretation here. So wherever identity, belief, or structure has been built without full integration, the pressure builds, and what has been submerged begins to surface. This is not destruction, it's correction. Misfortune only appears when consciousness resists releasing forms that can no longer support the soul's depth. This is how Scheat acts as that threshold force, that catalyst, drawing awareness to what lies beneath the surface. Unprocessed emotion, ancestral memory, suppressed instinct, unclaimed power. The waters rise not to drown you, but to insist on wholeness. So I find it just such a beautiful synchronicity in its placement in Pegasus, the winged horse, right now, as it's prominent in the Capricorn new moon, revealing the way through. Just like the symbology and mirroring the fire horse energy of 2026. It's symbolizing lifted awareness through, and potentially through, imagination. How fun to just, like, I'm feeling this excitement around imagination and play again. And I know that's for all of us. So, by mirroring that fire horse energy, we get movement, ignition, and conscious direction. And it lines up, as that shared message that I had with the Capricorn new moon activation about that, how true stability then forms, right? Because it's built from a lived truth rather than a projection. So here, that stability, again, is not achieved by avoiding the waters, but by learning how to ride what emerges from them. So if you feel disoriented or kind of undone, know this: the frequency is working exactly where it needs to. Let what cannot come with you return to the waters. What is rising will become your new ground. You're not being asked to escape your depths. You're being asked to remain present within them and to remember how to use your imagination. Thank you so much for being here, and wherever you are is right where you need to be.